secret of the USAF's strength lies within the core of its powerful fighters. From investing billions of dollars into its sector to pushing the boundaries of technology, the Air Force has succeeded in ruling the skies with aircraft that are stealthy, agile, exceptionally fast, and almost unbeatable. Which of the U.S. aircraft is a symbol of the Air Force's unique strengths? What makes them better than other aircraft in the world? Join us as we reveal the USAF's new supersonic airfighters that are ready for battle. Let's begin with the fighter jet that has made its name known across the world. As a product of the Joint Task Fighter program, the F-35 capabilities were the definition of perfection. This aircraft is an American family of one-seat, one-engine stealth fighter jets that are built for air superiority and attack missions. It can also perform electronic warfare, gather intelligence, and carry out surveillance. The F-35A is the U.S. Air Force's latest fifth-generation fighter that will replace the U.S. Air Force's aging fleet of F-16 Fighting Falcons and A-10 Thunderbolt IIs, which have been the primary fighter aircraft for more than 20 years, and bring with it an enhanced capability to survive in the advanced threat environment in which it was designed to operate. With its aerodynamic performance and advanced integrated avionics, this aircraft will provide next-generation stealth, enhanced situational awareness, and reduced vulnerability for the United States and allied nations. The F-35A is a powerful fighter jet that helps the U.S. Air Force and its allies control the skies, anywhere, anytime. It's fast, flexible, and stealthy, built to handle tough missions with incredible agility. Its advanced sensors gather and share more information than any jet before it, giving pilots a huge edge over enemies. Its strong computing power and advanced sensors make it a key tool for defending the homeland, working with allies, and winning major battles. Since logistics support makes up 2/3 of an aircraft's cost over its lifetime, the F-35 is built for high reliability and easy maintenance. It uses a modern support and training system connected with advanced technology. The Autonomic Logistics Information System, or ALIS, helps by tracking the aircraft's performance, configuration, upgrades, and maintenance. It also predicts issues before they happen, manages operations and training, and supports mission planning. ALIS works behind the scenes to keep the F-35 running smoothly and improve mission success. The F-35's electronic sensors include the Electro-Optical Distributed Aperture System, which gives pilots a full view around the aircraft, improving missile and aircraft warnings, as well as day and night vision. It also has the Electro-Optical Targeting System, which helps detect and target ground threats from long distances and spot air threats from far away. The F-35 helmet is the most advanced of its kind, showing all the intelligence and targeting info pilots need right on the visor. It has advanced data links that let it securely share information with other aircraft, surface units, and ground platforms during missions. Partner nations of the Joint Strike Fighter program use shared communication systems and web-based logistics, making it easier for them to work together. This helps the F-35 lead the way in future network-based warfare. Moving on to its powerful engine, which produces 43,000 pounds of thrust. It has a 3-stage fan, 6-stage compressor, annular combustor, 1 high-pressure turbine, and 2 low-pressure turbines. The F-35 is also built to give the pilot excellent awareness of their surroundings, easy target identification, and accurate strikes in any weather. Its mission systems and great visibility over the nose are designed to greatly improve the pilot's performance. It is designed to give pilots incredible awareness of everything around them, making it easier to spot targets and deliver precise strikes, no matter the weather. Its advanced systems and clear view over the nose help pilots perform at their best, turning every mission into a success. Moving on to another fifth-generation supersonic aircraft that still dominates the sky, the F-22 Raptor is a twin-engine supersonic stealth fighter made for the U.S. Air Force. It was developed through the Air Force's Advanced Tactical Fighter program as an air superiority fighter, but can also perform ground attacks, electronic warfare, and gather intelligence. The F-22 Raptor is mainly used for air-to-air and air-to-ground battles, reconnaissance, and electronic warfare. It was introduced to the U.S. Air Force in 2005, replacing the older F-15 Eagle. With a top speed of over twice the speed of sound and a range of 1,600 miles, the F-22 is a powerful fighter. One of the main reasons the F-22 Raptor is considered the world's most advanced stealth fighter is its ability to avoid radar detection. Its radar signature is as small as a marble, making it almost invisible to radar systems. It also uses advanced electronics and weapon systems, allowing it to hit targets from far away. Another important feature is its agility. With a thrust-to-weight ratio greater than 1:1, it can climb straight up and make sharp turns at high speeds. This maneuverability makes it hard for enemy planes to track the F-22 Raptor. It has advanced communication and sensor systems that let it share live data with other aircraft and ground systems. This helps the F-22 work together with other planes, improving its combat effectiveness and awareness of the situation. The F-22 Raptor is the most advanced stealth fighter in the world, and it sets the benchmark for modern military aviation. Its top-notch stealth features, advanced electronics, and incredible agility make it a powerful aircraft. It represents the peak of military aviation technology and will remain crucial for national security in the future. The next on the list is the Boeing F/A-18EF Super Hornet. The F/A-18EF Super Hornet, now made by Boeing after merging with McDonnell Douglas in 1997, comes in two versions: the single-seat F/A-18E and the two-seat F/A-18F. This advanced fighter can do it all: air superiority, reconnaissance, escorting, refueling, and precision strikes day or night. The Super Hornet's bigger airframe allows it to carry 33% more fuel, extending its mission range by 41% and increasing endurance by 50%. Despite its size, it has 42% fewer parts than older models. Equipped for multi-role missions, it's a force multiplier that adapts to any carrier's challenges, whether defending the fleet or leading an air attack. The F/A-18E/F also takes on additional tasks like forward air control and even aerial refueling, replacing the S-3 Viking as a tanker. This aircraft has seen many improvements over the years, enhancing its capabilities to keep up with modern threats. One of its key upgrades is an increased range and better carrier suitability, which allows it to maintain its role as a leading strike fighter for the U.S. Navy in the 21st century. The Block II version of the Super Hornet, introduced in 2001, brought numerous technology enhancements, making it a vital part of the Navy's carrier air wing. Over the last 2 decades, it has earned a reputation as a workhorse within the fleet, performing a variety of critical missions. The final Block II production aircraft was delivered to the Navy in April 2020, marking the end of an era for this version of the jet. However, the Super Hornet's evolution didn't stop there. The latest Block III upgrade, currently undergoing testing and evaluation, aims to push the aircraft's performance even further. This recent version will extend the platform's service life, giving it more years of operational use. It will also increase the Super Hornet's range and feature a redesigned cockpit system with advanced displays and controls. Additionally, Block III has a reduced radar cross-section, making it harder to detect, and boasts advanced networking infrastructure to improve communication and coordination with other systems. In June 2020, Boeing delivered 2 Block III Super Hornet test jets to the U.S. Navy, and after successful testing, production will continue. A contract has been put in place to deliver 78 new Block III Super Hornet jets, ensuring the Navy's fleet stays strong through the coming years. Another notable change came in 2020 when the U.S. Navy's Blue Angels Flight Demonstration Squadron, which had been flying the F/A-18 Hornet since 1986, began transitioning to the more advanced F/A-18 Super Hornet. This shift to the newer model highlights the jet's improved performance and versatility, even in demanding flight demonstration roles. Next is the famous F-15E Strike Eagle. This aircraft, which was originally made by McDonnell Douglas, is an American fighter designed for all weather conditions. It was built in the 1980s to carry out long-range, high-speed attacks without needing help from escort or electronic warfare aircraft. This aircraft can be identified by its darker camouflage and extra fuel tanks on the sides of the engines. It has a cockpit with seats for 2 people. The F-15E has been used in military operations in Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria, and Libya. It has carried out strikes on important targets, protected airspace, and provided support for ground troops. It has also been sold to other countries. Boeing has upgraded this design with the Advanced Eagle series, which includes the F-15EX Eagle II. It is built for long-range ground attacks, even though the original F-15 was designed for air combat. This new version still retains its powerful air-to-air abilities, allowing it to defend against enemy planes while performing ground missions. The F-15E started as a modified two-seat F-15B, but includes stronger engines and structural changes. The second seat is for a weapons officer who helps operate advanced systems, including radar, navigation, and weapons targeting. This officer uses screens and hand controls to manage the plane's systems. For long missions, the F-15E has conformal fuel tanks that add extra fuel without creating much drag, but they can't be dropped like regular fuel tanks. These CFTs also carry extra weapons. Also, to protect itself, it is equipped with a tactical electronic warfare system, which controls radar and countermeasures to avoid detection. It also features a MIDS data link to improve communication. In 2022, a new digital system called EPAWS replaced TDUs to boost performance. The radar system on this aircraft allows it to find ground and air targets at long distances, even during attacks. The radar was upgraded in 2014 to a more advanced version for even better detection. For navigation, it uses a laser gyroscope that tracks its position. It also has an external system called Lantern, which allows it to fly low and hit targets accurately, even at night or in bad weather. The system provides an infrared image of the ground, displayed on the pilot's head-up display. The F-15E is equipped with various weapons, including air-to-ground and air-to-air missiles, and carries the most air-to-ground weapons of any U.S. Air Force jet. It also has a powerful 20mm cannon for both air and ground targets. Many parts of this aircraft, like the HUD and wings, have been produced by South Korean companies. Different engines power the F-15E, with some versions using Pratt & Whitney engines and others equipped with General Electric engines, depending on the country using the aircraft. Moving on to the next aircraft on this list, the F-16 Fighting Falcon is a single-engine fighter jet originally built by General Dynamics for the U.S. Air Force. It was first designed to be an air superiority fighter, but evolved into a highly successful all-weather, multi-role aircraft. Over 4,600 F-16s have been built since 1976. Though the U.S. Air Force no longer buys them, improved versions are still made for other countries. In 1993, General Dynamics sold its aircraft division to Lockheed, which later became Lockheed Martin. The F-16 has a clear bubble canopy for better visibility, a side-mounted control stick for easier handling, and a reclined seat to help pilots handle G-forces. It also has a fly-by-wire system, which improves its agility, and it uses a single turbofan engine. Nicknamed the Viper, the F-16 has 11 hardpoints for weapons and an internal Vulcan cannon. It's used by the U.S. Air Force, Air National Guard, Thunderbird's aerial team, and the Navy as an aggressor aircraft. Additionally, 25 other nations also operate the F-16, making it the most common fighter jet in service worldwide as of 2024, with 2,145 still in operation. The plane is built to be cheaper and easier to maintain than older fighters. Its special wing design helps it fly smoothly, even at sharp angles, and it uses an advanced flight control system to keep it stable in the air. The cockpit has displays for key information, and later models even use advanced radars to improve targeting. Over time, upgrades made it stronger and more adaptable. The last aircraft on the list is the Convair B-58 Hustler, one of the most impressive Cold War bombers used by the U.S. Air Force's Strategic Air Command. Besides being a nuclear bomber, the Delta-winged Hustler was also modified to work as a spy plane. 60 years ago, during the Cuban Missile Crisis, it flew a mission using a radar system mounted in a pod for spying. With a top speed of Mach 2.2 and a height of over 63,000 feet, the B-58 was perfect for reconnaissance missions, along with its main job of dropping nuclear bombs for Strategic Air Command's defense strategy. One of its cool features was its modular mission pods. These special storage units on the jet's centerline could hold different mixes of weapons, extra fuel, defensive equipment, and sensors, making it versatile and ready for various tasks. Back in April 1956, 7 months before the B-58 took to the skies for the first time, plans were already in the works for a special version called the RB-58A, designed for spying. Just like the bomber, this new version was expected to fly high and without trouble. It featured advanced mission pods for its time. Instead of regular cameras, it would use a Hughes N/APQ-69 radar system, known as side-looking airborne radar. This impressive system had a giant 50-foot antenna that sent out radio waves to scan the ground beside the plane, creating a detailed picture of the terrain below. Research on the AN/APQ-69 pod for the Hustler started in September 1969. The pod turned out to be so big that it couldn't hold any fuel, which greatly shortened the plane's flying range. Additionally, the pod was longer and had a different shape compared to the usual MB-1 pod that carried fuel and weapons, forcing the RB-58 to fly at speeds below the speed of sound. Even though the AN/APQ-69 had great potential as a sensor, the project was canceled in 1958. However, work on the program continued, and Hughes finished one of the pods, which was given to Convair in February 1959. It was then tested in the air on a B-58A model. The first flight with the reconnaissance pod took place on December 24, 1959, and there were reportedly 29 test flights completed with it. Peter E. Davies, in his detailed book B-58 Hustler Units, noted that the pod got good results at distances of up to 50 miles. It could detect objects with about a 10-foot resolution. While this was impressive for that time, the decrease in speed and range caused by adding the pod would take away many of the benefits of putting it on a B-58 in the first place. Determined to use the Hustler for spy missions, the Air Force kept exploring new ideas. In June 1958, the Aerial Reconnaissance Laboratories at the Wright Air Development Center requested a complete all-weather reconnaissance system. This prompted Convair to team up with Goodyear Aircraft Corporation for proposals, naming the project Quick Check. A year before, RB-58A Peeping Tom was upgraded under Project Quick Check, receiving a specially modified MB-1 pod. This pod featured Goodyear's AN/APS-73, a synthetic aperture radar that scanned both sides of the aircraft up to 80 nautical miles away. It captured images on 5-inch film for later review and had space for fuel, unlike the earlier pod. The Hustler also got a new nose radome and a Raytheon radar, along with a stellar tracking device above the navigator's cockpit. During the tense Cuban Missile Crisis, Peeping Tom completed its only known mission with the Quick Check setup. Also, a crew from General Dynamics flew it along Cuba's northern coast, using the AN/APS-73 to map the land where Soviet missiles and bombers were stationed. The AN/APS-73 was effective in providing detailed all-weather terrain mapping at supersonic speeds over an 80-mile range. The story of the reconnaissance Hustler was brief, as even the B-58 bomber version had a short service life due to high operating costs and advancements in Soviet air defenses. The introduction of intercontinental ballistic missiles also led to its retirement after just a decade in action. Despite its impressive technology and performance, there was a vision for an even more advanced B-58 called the Super Hustler. Designed to fly at 90,000 feet over 4,000 miles, this concept emerged from a CIA request and aimed to be a strategic reconnaissance aircraft, along with strike versions. Originally, the Super Hustler was planned as a 3-stage vehicle, using a standard B-58A to carry a ramjet-powered second stage and an unmanned third stage. Eventually, it evolved into the Kingfish design, a single-stage aircraft with the same powerful J-58 turbojet engines as the Lockheed A-12. The Kingfish was expected to reach an astonishing Mach 6 at 125,000 feet. However, the promise of the A-12 overshadowed the Kingfish project, and Convair never delivered a high-altitude, high-speed reconnaissance aircraft to the CIA or the Air Force. In a surprising twist, when the Air Force began introducing the SR-71 strategic reconnaissance aircraft, they needed crews with high-speed experience. Many came from the U-2 program, but half of the 26 SR-71 crews in the 9th Strategic Reconnaissance Wing had backgrounds flying the B-58. While the Hustler faded into history, the skills of its former pilots played a crucial role in the world of strategic reconnaissance for years to come. Thanks for watching. While you are still here, click on the link on your screen to check out another of our videos. See you there.